Jeff starts now.
Welcome back to Up North at 4. I'm your host, Megan Mamlock. Hope you are hunkered down and have some snacks to ride out the storm. Dan will be back tomorrow, but before then, we'll take a look at how severe the weather is going to get and what you can do to stay safe. Then we're going to look at who is rejoining the Packers for the season, but we'll get to all that in a bit. But first, here's your top 4 at 4. You can almost smell the cotton candy and feel the excitement in the air. And you might be wondering what's coming to town. The Oneida County Fair is back beginning tomorrow, July 29th till the 31st. People can enjoy rides, food, live acts like singers, magicians, a petting zoo, and much more. Fair organizers are planning accordingly and hoping that the weather won't interrupt the setup today. The fair is looking for volunteers to help run the gates, and if you're interested, you can find details at ocfairwi.com. The Eagle River Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center are looking for volunteers to help with the Paul Bunyan Fest and the National Championship Muskie Open in late August. Paul Bunyan Fest volunteers will help on Wednesday, August 18th with setup and will serve food and assist with cleanup. The National Championship Muskie Open volunteers will assist with registration and beverage sales from August 19th to the 22nd. If you can help with either of these events, please call Michelle Williams at the Chamber office or email events@eagleriver.org. Experts from the DNR and the Department of Health Services met today to announce a new public health campaign aimed at cleaning up Wisconsin's waters. This began after Governor Evers began a push for clean drinking water in 2019. Health experts started the Safe Water for All campaign today on Wednesday to educate the public and decision makers about safe water in Wisconsin. The panel series covered special topics in water health, from the higher risk of marginalized communities to how water quality affects agriculture. You can learn more about the campaign, their webinars, and the resources on the DNR's website. Well, a former Packers fan favorite appears to be heading back to Green Bay. Randall Cobb posted this photo and caption on Twitter as reports stated that Green Bay was working on a deal to finalize a trade with the Houston Texans as of this morning. A trade had not been officially announced on Monday, and it was reported that Rodgers demanded a Cobb trade in order to return to the Packers. And now it looks like Rodgers may have gotten his wish. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us now as we are looking into severe weather. Jeff, how is it looking out there right now, and what can we expect later tonight?
Yeah, hey Megan. Well, many of you know me. I believe you make good decisions off of good information. When I say take tonight's weather seriously, take tonight's weather seriously. So here we go. This is where the threat is this evening. Pretty much everybody who's hearing my voice right now is under some form of threat this evening from severe weather. It's going to get worse before it gets better, and those threats could include very large hail, wind gusts of 75 to 100 miles per hour, and torrential downpours in there as well, lingering into early parts of tomorrow morning. So here's the threat level. You can see the box here. I know it gets kind of wordy, but we're in category 4 here out of 5 categories. We have not done that since July 20th of 2019. Many of you remember that. It looked like a mess around here, of course, with lots of trees down from a derecho that came across the area. But for tonight, here's the threat, right? Tornadoes are not out of the question this evening. Also, large hail, golf ball size or bigger. The wind threat is actually increasing as we're speaking about it. Again, we could see wind gusts of 75 to 100 miles per hour. Keeping in mind, the other night we saw wind gusts near 50 miles per hour, and people are still without power from that as the tree roots now are kind of weakened due to that wind, and also lots of rain across the area lately, and then also heavy rain back in the forecast tonight too. We could see rain reports by tomorrow of 2, 3, 4 inches. This is the radar from July 20th of 2019. This was a derecho that came across the area. It devastated parts of Elko, parts of Langley County, Oneida County as well, and the radar then is looking very similar to the radar out there now, and the setup is almost identical as we have a stall front across the area now. That's an area of low pressure right there across Minnesota. That's going to ride that stall front down our direction tonight, lift the air and do all sorts of stuff in the atmosphere, and that's going to give us all those severe weather threats across the area this evening. So here's the radar out there right now. So the batch of rain you're getting currently for parts of Vilas County, Oneida County, Lincoln County, over the Marathon County, that's the calm before the storm, right? That's a dying band of some showers out there now. Behind it, you can see there are some breaks in the cloud cover. That's actually not good at all, because that helps to destabilize the Earth's surface. That air begins to rise, adding more instability up in here. And up in here is our problem. Right through here is going to be our area we're watching tonight. We're going to have lots of stuff developing here and ride our area down toward our direction, and that's going to give us lots of weather issues this evening. Okay, so here's the radar out there now, getting close by. A couple of yellows and oranges in there, indicative of potentially heavy rainfall currently. There is absolutely no severe weather on this map yet. This is not the main event. The main event is still a couple hours away, most likely after 6 o'clock tonight. But there are a few pockets of heavy rain in here, getting through Marathon County and Vilas County, up to Lincoln County as well, moving southeastwardly at about 25 to 30 miles per hour. All right, so here is Futurecast, and there's a lot going on here in the atmosphere. Here we are about 7:12 this evening. This is potentially a severe line of thunderstorms with wind gusts that could approach 100 miles per hour, pushing southeastwardly through the area tonight, all the way to southeastern parts of Wisconsin by about midnight or so. We have to get through this, and we will. However, wind gusts near 100 miles per hour, large hail, torrential downpours are going to cause a lot of issues across the area this evening. And then look what happens behind it. We kind of fill this back in. These will likely be non-severe around 10 o'clock tonight, but very heavy rainfall. Like I said, a few of you could see rainfall around 3, 4, even 5 inches by tomorrow morning. And there is just a lot of fuel in the atmosphere right now. In fact, we're pooling it all across north central Wisconsin. These are the dew points up near 70. It's tropical air. You get this air to rise into the atmosphere. You get low pressure coming into this atmosphere as well. We have lots of problems to get through tonight. Your full forecast at 5 o'clock.
Comes out of nowhere, baby. Just like...
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Kitchen Bath Mart.
You are failing us, Senator Johnson. Protecting our democracy has never been partisan, and yet you refused to investigate the deadly attack on our Capitol. Access to the polls matters to all Americans, and yet you blocked voter protections that have the support of Democrats, Republicans, and independents. You are more committed to the lie,
by and large, it was all peaceful protests,
and rigging the system to retain power than you are to protecting Wisconsinites. The challenges facing our democracy aren't partisan. It's time Senator Johnson puts country over party.
There's a safe way to protect kids 12 and up from COVID-19.
So why did we get her a COVID-19 vaccine?
So I could see my friends again.
For our family trip.
to keep them safe.
Help your kids be kids again, safely. Visit vaccines.gov to find a COVID-19 vaccine near you, or call 211 to learn more.
You blink, and 2 years have passed. Time moves that quickly. It's your time, too. You can go to college. You can have a career. You can earn more. For your family, for your future, for you. Just think what you can accomplish in your next blink.
Let's dive into Lake Minocqua for an evening showing of Creature from the Black Lagoon, August 14th at Torpy Park. Watch the movie from your boat or afloat in the water. Pre-show beach party starts at 5:30 p.m. For ticket and event information, visit letsminocqua.com/dive-in.
Beautiful home in Mass City, Michigan with 263 acres being sold to the highest bidder regardless of price. Sunday, August 15th. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
And we're back talking more about the severe weather that's coming in. Right now, it kind of feels a little bit like deja vu for you, because in 2019, you had a similar storm come through, and it's called Derecho?
A derecho, correct.
Derecho, okay.
So this is eerily similar to that event, and many of our viewers are watching us now thinking, man, that was a mess.
Right.
The whole Elko area, the Oneida County area, Lincoln County, down to Portage County, all saw wind gusts near 75 to 80 miles per hour then, which did devastation. There's still areas recovering from that, and they kind of projected it would take 10 years to recover from all of that as well. So this event this evening has similar characteristics to that.
Yeah.
You know, the atmosphere is kind of set up the same way, where this will turn into a high wind event tonight. And we've been watching this, of course, with the Weather Service all day long today. They've actually been upping the peak wind gusts for this evening that could approach 100 miles per hour. So that is devastating to an area like north central Wisconsin full of pine trees. And the other issue to that is, you know, pine trees just kind of snap off usually in the middle.
I was going to say, do they have shallow roots? Is that why we were seeing so much trees fall over? Or I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, the answer is yes. It depends on the tree, and right now the soil, it has got some moisture in it. We're above average in rainfall the last couple of weeks around here. So you take the loose soil, the high winds, and those trees are heavy.
Right.
You push that over and you have tree damage. So we had that, of course, Monday night. Lots of folks are still without power from Monday evening. We got a break in the action yesterday and through today, and now we're dealing with what's going to come in here tonight. And this just has, you know, certainly there's areas that it could miss this evening. It just has those characteristics where if this does what it's supposed to do, it's going to be weeks that we're recovering from this across north central Wisconsin.
And when you say weeks, you mean getting power back, cleanups, all that stuff? Because we're still getting more updates, and we're waiting on further updates from national companies. And
yeah, we've been watching, you know, the power companies are doing a better job of burying their cables, and kind of, they understand the environment in the Northwoods is there's lots of trees. Trees blow over, they take down power lines, it's a problem, right? So they're spending lots of money on infrastructure to bury the lines. That project is by far not complete, right? So a lot of lines are still above ground, those trees take them out, those trees are weakened right now, and it's going to be, you know, this high wind event. And then behind it this evening, you know, we get 3, 4, 5 inches of rainfall, and yeah, our sandy soil can take a lot, right? But it can't take 3, 4, 5 inches of rain in, you know, 2, 3 hours. You will get flooding because of that, and we have a really real risk now of having some devastating flooding tonight as well. So it's a high wind event, it's a flooding threat, and I gotta say, the highest risk we've had so far this year for tornadoes. They form on the leading edge of that gust front coming out of those storms, and they're not particularly long-lived damaging tornadoes, but like we had back with the derecho in 2019, July 20th, you get these little spin-ups along there, and there were a lot of those with that just did very localized devastation in areas that, you know, had a lot of straight line wind damage, and in that were a lot of circular wind damage patterns that were indicative of, you know, vortices within that initial gust front.
And like we kept hearing, like the wind can't go up, it's going to go down, right? Was what you guys were saying yesterday.
You're paying attention.
Am I saying that right? So that's what's going to cause all this chaos with the wind, whether it's derecho or the tornadoes, which I've never had a tornado, so that'll be a first if we have them. Hopefully we won't.
Well, whenever you take a parcel of air, like the environment down here at the Earth's surface right now is just, you walk outside, you get smacked in the face of moisture, right? It feels heavy. We often call it air you can wear, right? You lift that into the atmosphere. Above us, it's cooler, right? So we call it a temperature lapse rate. The quicker that lapse rate, or the quicker it cools off as you go up, the faster that parcel of air rises, right? So you get that blowing into a storm, it fuels it, and it keeps it going and going and going, and that's how derechos get started, or at least they maintain themselves that way, and that's likely what we're looking at partially this evening.
And that was a great explanation of everything. Please stay tuned. We're going to be right back with Andrew Kiekefer, who's live outside to give us an update from the ground.
Need a lift? Furniture and Mattress USA and Lazy Boy Comfort Studio of Antigo has your chair. Shop over a dozen different styles, sizes, colors, and features. Quality lift chairs from Lazy Boy and others, all long-lasting, smooth, quiet operation with sizes for everyone and every room. If you like it, buy it and take it with you. It's yours. You can view all new styles on Facebook Marketplace, posted weekly. Visit Furniture and Mattress USA and the Lazy Boy Comfort Studio, Highway 45 North in Antigo, open 7 days.
Hit the green while taking in the beautiful backdrop of Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Young's Golf and Recreation has a challenging course for all skill levels. With scenic views and a sprawling landscape, you'll feel like you're on your own personal course. Enjoy the 19th hole at the Firebrick Bar and Grill for unique pub-style food and drinks. Keep the fun going over a weekend with a cabin and pontoon rental on Chicagoan Lake. Experience Young's Golf and Recreation and get away today.
At PC Mobile, we're here to help. Ready to purchase a new computer, tablet, or phone? Or do you need to get your current machine up and running? Diagnose, repair, upgrade, or replace, we can help. PC Mobile, your electronics experts in downtown Woodruff.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Attention, four-legged playful friends. At Paws & Claws, we have life jackets and water toys. Stop into Paws & Claws and treat your four-legged family member to some playful toys to get in the water with them. And always, swim responsibly.
Welcome back to Up North at 4. We are keeping our eyes on the weather scanners, and now we're going to get a live look from Andrew Kiekefer out live in the field. Andrew, how is it looking right now out? Are you seeing clouds on the horizon? Are you feeling heavy moisture? What is it like out there?
Well, Megan, we are seeing a totally different scene than we had just a few minutes ago. There was just heavy rainfall and breezy winds all throughout here at Sarah Park in Tomahawk. Right now, you can see kind of a stillness has taken over the area right now. Winds are calm and it is dry at the moment. However, the main threat for severe weather is coming on later this evening, so we're not out of the clear yet. Earlier this week, storms have left a total of over more than 70,000 WPS customers without power. That number now reduced about 20 minutes ago to around 10,000 customers. With the wind concern tonight and the flood potential, we could be encountering more of those power outages overnight tonight. So definitely plan ahead, have batteries charged and ready to go so that you can plan ahead and be ready to go without power. Like I said, customers still nearly 10,000 without power still to this day right now. So right now, not seeing too much activity out there at the moment. Earlier on this afternoon, swimmers and boaters were out enjoying the water, looking like having a nice July summer day. And that has totally changed when we had that first round of significant weather coming in. Not severe, but we were talking about having that heavy rain briefly and that really gusty wind coming on through. So we're looking behind me. This is off towards the northwest. You are actually seeing a little bit of sunshine trying to peek through those clouds. So we are kind of seeing that back and forth throughout this evening here at Sarah Park in Tomahawk. With a lot of time left to go, conditions will be changing here later on for the rest of the evening, waiting until after 6 p.m. for the most significant threat to come our way. So for the next couple hours, we'll continue to take looks out here at Sarah Park and Tomahawk and get a better idea about how this line of storms is progressing. We have seen just that little bit of action so far today. Winds have not been damaging yet. They have moved debris around somewhat in the park, but overall, not too much of a concern just yet. We do have that threat for those winds to exceed 100 miles per hour. So not out of the clear yet. We do have more time to go, so don't let your guard down just yet. Reporting live in Sarah Park, Andrew Kiekefer, Newswatch 12.
And Andrew will be a part of our live team coverage this evening. We'll break into programming as needed. You know, it was, I can only imagine what 100-mile-per-hour winds are going to do to the area where Andrew is located. Right. You know, area-wide, this is going to take down lots of trees this evening.
Yeah, and I've only been used to hurricanes, so hopefully it won't be too intense, but do hunker down. Please make sure that you're staying safe and you have everything, like Andrew said.
Yeah, he made some really great points, you know, about the power outages, preparing for this now, clearing up your area, because things will become projectiles with winds that strong.
Well, we will be right back with Up North at 4 in just a moment for more storm coverage.
The historic Rhinelander Cafe and Pub in downtown Rhinelander has been serving the Northwoods since 1911. With 32 craft beers on tap and supper club staples, Friday fish fry and Saturday prime rib, the Rhinelander Cafe and Pub also features more modern dishes like truffle fries and flatbread pizza. The The large dining room provides plenty of space for an intimate surf and turf dinner or a family gathering over pasta. Stop in and enjoy a landmark in downtown Rhinelander, the Rhinelander Cafe and Pub on Brown Street.
If you can afford to launch yourself into space, you can pay your fair share in taxes. But billionaires and big corporations have avoided paying taxes for years. President Joe Biden's plan makes the rich pay their fair share so we can cut taxes for families with children and create millions of good jobs. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to stop putting billionaires ahead of the middle class. If you can afford to joyride in space, you can pay your fair share.
Do you struggle to open or close your windows? Are they drafty or leaky? Are you constantly adjusting your thermostat only to have your energy bill skyrocket? If this sounds all too familiar, Renewal by Andersen is your best start-to-finish window replacement solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows that help keep your home warmer in the winter, cooler in the summer, and quieter all year long.
It was easily the best decision we've ever made in this house.
Don't make the mistake of buying poor quality vinyl windows. Renewal by Andersen uses exclusive Fibrex material that's stronger than vinyl, will not warp or bow, and never needs painting. They manufacture your windows in the USA and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty that covers both product and installation.
Call now to schedule your free, no-obligation design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited-time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't wait another minute. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
And we're back continuing our coverage of storms right now. And so Andy made a lot of good points about staying safe, what to do to prepare for something like this, like have extra food and water, charge your cell phone batteries. What else? For someone like me who's never experienced a storm like this, I've experienced nor'easters and hurricanes, but tornadoes and something derecho like this, heavy high winds.
Right.
What should someone in my position or someone who might be older be preparing for?
Well, think about going a long term without power and the things you need to prepare for that, right? For example, with this event tonight, we'll likely get some large hail in there as well. So you can park your car in the garage, but if you lose power, your garage door is not going to open tomorrow, right? So know how to unhinge your garage door to get your car out if need be tomorrow.
That's really
right?
smart.
Stuff like that. Charging your cell phone now. Storing enough water. This is when you need to do that. Remember the derecho we had back in 2019? That was an issue. They had to bring bottled water into the area.
Filling up your bathtubs too, so you can flush your toilets without having to run it.
Yeah, and it was also back in 2019, it was much hotter right after the event, so heat was an issue without air conditioning, that kind of thing. That's not the case this time. We'll actually get some cooler, drier air in here tomorrow, so heating or overheating is not going to be a problem. But another thing we're not thinking of too is your dogs are not going to like this at all, right?
The noise and everything.
Yes, and we have lots of dogs that run away from storms like this, and it's important to make sure they have their collar on, if they're microchipped. Better yet, if it's an outside dog, give it some love and bring it inside this evening, because it's just simply going to be so dangerous outside for a couple hours this evening as these storms pass through, but your dog, will love you forever if you can bring it inside.
Give it some treats, because we know like the loud noises, the thunder is just like fireworks. It's really going to mess with them. So maybe if you have a thunder jacket for them, I know that helps, the compression and everything. Those are all great tips though.
Yeah, and we're a community, right? So we'll get through this together, but check on your neighbors, check on the elderly, people who are off the grid a little bit, make sure they're in the know as to what's coming through the area tonight. We got about 3 hours until the initial ban kind of comes through the area, and after that it's going to be a little bit too late, as you know, and once you lose power, it may be days before that power comes back on.
And it's important to know a lot of restaurants in the area have lost power too, so if you're looking to eat something out, you might want to just double check their Facebook or their website for more information.
For sure.
Well, we'll be right back with Jeff's last take at our weather. Stay tuned.
Attention homeowners, we're looking for 30 homeowners who need new windows. Now remember, zip code and location are very important. We'll put a good neighbor sign in your yard, curb appeal counts, and you're going to be compensated for your time. We're going to take those old windows out and install the new Eco Sky windows to give your home an energy upgrade. Beautiful windows, and if we don't have the color, we'll make it for you on the outside, and you'll love the ease of operation. We're Wisconsin's #1 remodeler, and now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need new windows. You'll receive special savings, including free installation on a house full of new windows. 18 months, no payments, and no interest financing. Call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with your estimate. Remember, zip code and location are important from Mad City. Call 715-690-3085. Let me give you that number again, 715-690-3085.
It was just smooth sailing, honestly. They just came in here and did what they were known to do, and they were really good at it.
Our high-performance windows deliver brilliant design, beauty, and efficiency to your home. For new energy-efficient windows, give us a call here at Mad City Windows for the new Eco Sky windows exclusively from Mad City. Whether you have a traditional or contemporary home, there's a fit to your style and budget. Now remember, we're looking for 30 homeowners who need new windows. You're going to get special savings, and we're going to compensate you for your time. Zip code and location are important. You're going to get free installation on a house full of new windows. 18 months, no payments, and no interest financing. And if you call today, you get a $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate, only from Mad City Windows. Remember, zip code and location are very important. Call 715-690-3085. Let me give you that number again, 715-690-3085.
Need a new boat? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports, because we need your old boat. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new boat today. Come check out more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Or we could help you get top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
We're getting a last look at the weather right now with Jeff. Hopefully you'll be.
So here we are. It's the calm before the storm. It's been a very inactive day so far. We had a quiet day yesterday, and now we're in a spot where we're going to turn things pretty quickly as we're building storms to the west of us and northwest of us right now as well. Let's check on the radar, and here we are. Again, a little band of rain came through where Andy was earlier. That's now pushing off south and eastwardly. This tells you a story, though. This is a trajectory of what's going to happen tonight. And Andy did mention he's seeing a little bit of sunshine, right? Well, there it is on the radar and satellite picture, and that is actually helping to destabilize things, which is not necessarily a good thing. But the clouds have actually held on for a little while longer than we thought they would today, so maybe that'll help impede some of the stuff coming in for us tonight. What we're really watching, though, is this area up here. It looks like it's just beginning to form, so it's right on cue. This would be in our backyards, basically knocking on Vilas County door around 6 p.m. and then traveling through the entire area this evening. And that's it's going to be tough to miss this one, right? So this one's going to have wind gusts near 75 to 100 miles per hour. They will likely be warned the entire time it moves through the Northwoods and then move into southeastern parts of Wisconsin by about midnight or so. But we'll still be dealing with the aftermath, right? The destruction from the winds, wind gusts that high will do damage. The hail threats actually come down a bit today because the column of air above us right now is so darn warm, way up high. But still, you can get golf ball size hail out of this, high winds and torrential downpours this evening. We have a lot to get through. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Keep it right here all night long. Team coverage for you. We'll keep you ahead of the storm.
Perfect. Well, thanks so much for all the information, Jeff. Hoping everyone stays safe and have a great night and a pleasant tomorrow.
Underneath the stars.